Hello and welcome back. Right, we have a lot of work to ask. Well, let's grab that actually. We need that. I am going to set the team going on the original field on mowing, and I am going. Oh, yeah, never did repair that. Let's repair it. Then I am going to cut a field edge. Whilst they are doing that, and then we'll do the windrower, and then we'll set a baler going. We will, and we shall of course play that because we are going to be busy. And then we shall see if the old trick that it. Oh my life! That little tiny. Wow. Gordon Bennett. Ridiculous for such a tiny little thing. For a repair. What did it do? Fall to pieces completely. Right. I think I'm definitely going to use the Deutz. Definitely. Because it seems the best suited to this. Yeah, it does. It does for the little one. It's not the best at mowing, I've noticed a couple of times when following it does. It should do it right, but then there's the odd little bit that it seems to miss, and I don't know if it is the Deutz, whether it's just course play or what. It might not be, but I just thought, well, if the Starer is now a mowing machine, that is its function. That way I'm only using it occasionally because I cannot use the butterfly. I'm not so sure it can. It's quite at the horsepower. It can do the original set. I used to manage that nicely, and it does colour match. It does, but I do think, if I remember rightly, that all I'm doing on this. Do you know? I've said that. And what I'm going to do. What I was planning on doing was actually preparation, and I was going to do the But actually thinking about it, it does make more sense to do what I've said. I'm not planning on doing the mowing on the new field. I'm really not. I am preparing the new fields, and we may as well get the workers working on the first field because it's. Why would you not when I'm already doing something else? So let's clean this up. It is, especially that front mower. Gordon Bennett does that. Why is the front mower so mucky when I use them both equally as much? I don't know. This is, this is a weird one to me, but hey ho, this is what it is. Right, so toolbox. Now, if I remember rightly, in a way, it ought to be here. What am I about the toolbox? Oh yeah, no, actually they do. It's not a bad idea. I wasn't worried about the toolbox, but £5 from running up the top. Seriously? You know, I can't get used to this. I keep saying, yeah, I've got used to it, but I can't. It's just stupid. Oh my life. £5 for rolling down the. Now you're not telling me that's realistic. There's no farmer who'd ever make profit ever if they had to keep paying repair bills like that. It's ridiculous. Well, it comes off quickly anyway, that is one good thing. Although it doesn't go white for a while, if I remember rightly. So, yeah, it takes a while. It's still mucky. That's it, it's gone. Right. Right, let's set this going. And we shall set the. Yeah, we will use the big one. It makes more sense in a way. If I remember rightly, the start for this one. Yeah, in fact, I had a lot of issues yesterday with course play. It was bizarre. It worked for some saved courses, and then not unhit this on my Calmston, and then other ones like a plain ordinary fertilizer where you were close to the start point. I did it twice, and it just did that round and round trick where the worker just keeps going round and round and round, and I thought, what? Why does it work sometimes and then other times it doesn't? Right, clear current. What we want now? That's it. We want the offset. Load the course. Why have you not loaded the course? Ah, it's me. Yes, it. Now it. It allowed me to save it, and now it won't load it. Seriously. Try that once more. Bizarre. If not, we'll delete it and redo it. This field was always a bit weird for the mowing. It took ages for Courseway to even recognise it, so it is possible it's gone funny. Typical. Also, though, I'm going to get out the tractor. It seems to do weird things when you're in the tractor. It says blocked by an object because you're in it. So yeah, let's try that again. Courseplay. You see, you can't, can you? Yeah, I am right. It's bizarre. It doesn't like you in there, but you have to be in there for it to actually do the courses. So it makes no... Right. Offset. Load course. Activate. Oh, now you're okay with it. Oh. Seriously, this is weird. This is... I'm not used to this with Courseway. Right, let's zoom in a little, because it really is a little bit... Right, so that is the start of the course. So, create job. First waypoint. We had selected the field edge has gone white. And should be okay. The only thing that scares me on this course is the fact that I'm very close to the edge of the field. Mind you, not so close as I am at the other end. The other end is the really bad one. Where I've... Yeah. Right, anyway, let's start the job and see if that works. Now that's okay with me inside the tractor this time. You're a bit close to the edge of the field. Right, okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go grab the... this beast. Now then, oh, 93%. Yeah, we're alright. That's good enough. It's not bad. Let's see if it has remembered the course. I think, if I remember rightly, that was saved. Oh, I don't think this matters, because you see, what we're doing, we're overlapping courses. I can't remember where I started it, but let's put it on the field, otherwise Courseway goes funny anyway. But let's not put it in his way or her way as they come around their way. Let's try and get politically correct in this mad world where such things are important. So, offset, Swadro. I didn't save the course. That's right, I remember in editing thinking you didn't save the butterfly course. Okay, right, so in that case, let's create a course. Now that is the Swadro course. I recognise it, it's too big, so clear current course. Create job. It's got the field edge correct, and target position. Now we are going to go for this end, because it's got more of a turnaround space. Open close course generator. Now there's no mucking around. 27.9 feet. Now that is actually it, right. Oh, why does it work this one out and it doesn't work the other one? Makes no sense. 3 headlands seems to work best. Generate. Smashing. Close. First waypoint, start job, and then we're going to save this course this time. Save course. Activate. Field 58. butterfly mower. Excellent. Right. Actually, I don't want you... Yeah, I don't want you starting on first waypoint. I've been silly, because you're just going to go over what the other one did. Right. Leave to recreate the course. That's the main thing. I don't get this. Why he's funny with me being in when you need to be in to actually set the course going. It's dead bizarre. Right, okay, so we want... create job. We want to set this going at nearest waypoint, and we want to target about halfway through, which is here. Now we have to work out which ones are the ups and which ones are the down. That is an up. So if we start about... actually on the down, so I would say that's about halfway. No, actually thinking about it, there's 3 outer things now. Let's hurry up because we're going to get caught in a minute. Now, it's weird. So then, it seems to matter if you are on the main screen and you go in, if you keep on this, the course play screen, it seems to be fine with you being in the tractor. But if you go into, like, immediately go start and drop into the normal screen, then it seems to have issues. Which is strange. Yeah, so I'm still in the tractor. It was okay with that. It's a very bizarre set of quite obscure rules for it to work. Right, okay then. Now then, let's go grab the Deutz. Okay, 82%. Right, we need to go repair this. And we do want that exact... We are going to go and start our new field. First, most important thing we've got to do though is, of course, to pay off the loan. At least we didn't take out a loan for our new field. That was fine. Right, so we need to go and work out the beginning of the field by looking at the map. I'll leave those two cracking on with that, and then we should get the Swadro going. Use the big one for that as well. Stayer can be just permanently on mower duty now. Hopefully that will only incur marginal costs. That's the plan. As I say, if looking back through editing all of the times we paid like £4,000, I'm sure we bought at least 2 stayers for the cost of repairs. Now you're not telling me that that's true of real life. I just don't get it. I seriously don't. I feel so annoyed about it that I would really like to find out the wear level, and I would buy no normal base game tractors, and I would buy modded tractors, and I would mod the so you harden it. I feel that strongly about it, that we are being demanded almost, that we're paying this absolutely ridiculous. It's not realistic. There's no way that this is realistic. That's why I love the Deutz. It's cheap as chips, but let's do that as well. It does annoy me. It's serious because it's just not right. You know, you pick a cheap, like we have done with this one, a really cheap tractor, and again it's modded, and they have very reasonable costs. I've always been hundreds, even when this has been quite heavily damaged. It's been hundreds of pounds with this. Now I would have thought that was fairly truthful, if I'm honest, that it would be hundreds at the most. You're not telling me farmers have to service it. No one would make profit if they had got to pay such exorbitant fees as Giants is trying to palm off on FS22. Now, I know there were moments in FS19, say if you were using something like a Scorpion King, something that's really expensive like the Scorpion King, and yes, you could pay 62 grand. Yeah, but the thing made you millions to get to that point. So that seemed to me, okay, Still expensive, and yeah, I would imagine it's not realistic again. Right, let's have a look. Oh wow, way out. Okay, way out. Let's look at our original field edge, because that should be, truthfully, about right. It is. Right. We want to allow create fields, drop you down, and we want to be going straight, really. And then we need to be looking at the map, just to see if I am staying straight. That looks fairly straight to me. Plus, which she'll say that I'm not. It's not my land if I go wrong. So. Yeah, so we should see if this still works. And also, I've got to be on my field though, so if I do start to wander, that's why it's important I get this right. Yeah, if anything, I'm wandering slightly to the right of the field boundary, so that's probably a good thing. We're going to obviously turn where the white rocks are, and we don't want those on the field. If anything, we'll put sheds or animals or whatever, or just leave it. Or I think we were on about creating a second. That doesn't look like it's straight to me. Oh, it is. It is definitely coming in. It's the landscape. Yeah, I did always know this went up, and you can see how big it does go up that right hand side, so yeah, they might actually, yeah, imagine the Deutz is fairly decent. It's not, it's a gradual incline. I don't know over there though, that looks a bit, let's look how far we're going up. Oh wow, no, yeah, it's well within our field, the white rocks, so I'm going to be turning soon though. Gradual curve. Ooh, yeah. Will you forgive me for this lack of realism for this, because I really need it to be a gradual curve, but I know technically speaking I wouldn't do that. No, let's do it properly. That's, yeah, we will. We'll do it in lines. Let's try and be as, I don't want to keep going back to old habits. I'm trying to be good. I am. So let's go straight lined off on a tangent, and we will. Well, then I want to. This session was mainly about preparation, if I'm honest. So yeah, let's lift that. I don't really want to be going too close to the rocks. That doesn't look bad actually. We should just clip by the closest one to the field edge. Yeah, I want to remove the trees. Obviously, to get our original field run as a bonus with the workers. But whilst my main job is to prepare this, get this also to see if courseplay will allow us to use this, the old trick of creating, you know, like putting a line down, which then it recognises as a field edge. It did used to work. You could also actually, you did used to be able to set a course yourself by just riding the tractor around, but this is a trick that I used even before I knew about that one on courseplay, and I don't know how to do that on this courseplay as yet. So I thought, well, I know this didn't used to work, let's try it. Actually, once on one of Alien Jim's maps, actually split a field. It was quite clever. Using this type of trick where I split a field into two pieces through using this exact thing, and it did work really nicely through where I position myself on the field. I was quite chuffed when that worked. I love it when you do something that's not okay, who is blocked by what? Each other. Okay. Ooh, I think... No, you haven't. Right, stay right. You have done enough, and also we want to use you as little as possible. So with that in mind, and also with it in mind that I'm going to be coming down here in a few minutes. Let's get him going. Let's get these little bits done. Let's get these tidy up bits done as well. Always misses these little tiny bits at the end because of being so precise. So what we will do is, bearing that in mind, we should clip the end of these so of course he doesn't miss it. I know it's not a lot of grass, but it always annoys me when you see the little tufty bits on the field afterwards. Right, now then, so it should be somewhere here. I don't know if this is the start or the end though of the why have you lost your... you lost your course because I'm not on the course play. Now then, is that an up? That is an up. So that is the down. Create job. Target position. There. And we don't want first, we want nearest. Start job. You should be good. You what? Was that because I was in it this time? As I say, and I went to the screen before they'd started. Alright, field position is correct. Target position was also correct. Start job. Let's see what you say this time. Oh, did that just say... You cannot reach the position in front of you? Seriously? Okay, well, do you know what? Now then, yeah. Let's start them at the other end. In fact, no, let's try and work through this. This is stupid. I don't get why courseplay sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. There's like little tiny foibles with it that's ridiculous. Wow, it's recognised the field edge because it's got the white boundary around it. We want nearest waypoint, but we want target position. Let's go from the bottom upwards. It gives it a massive run then to get used to. Even if we've done it already, I don't care. Let's see if courseplay goes. Now we're in it, right? Okay, now then, let's jump out of the tractor. We don't want the stay around. We want... Right, okay then. Let's hope that that works. Now that tree is going to be in the way of the plough line, so let's plough to the left of it. Now I do need to know how far... Ooh, we won't do that then. Not only because we're at the top of our field almost. It seems silly to me to... yeah, let's actually carry on though. Oh, we're almost there, aren't we? Let's have a look. I don't want to be going over our edge. I want to be getting our edge right. Yeah, right, we're actually on our edge now. So we need to be trying to get that angle straight down, which should be, actually, yeah, we're not far off straight. Looking down at the forest should be about right. Let's look on the map. Oh, I'm actually inside our edge. Okay. Not to waste any field. No, our angle's wrong. Still wrong. Still wrong slightly. Now that looks right. We'll join the lines next time. Let me just put cruise control on. That, how many times I forget what cruise control, the words for cruise control, is unbelievable. I don't mention it. I like think, oh, I'm just going to click, and I think, yeah, I'm going to click that thing that I can't think its word right now, so I don't say it. Do you know, my word brain, when I'm tired, my words just go. Terrible. It is weird how when you're not tired, they pop as normal as they should do. So it's amazing that tiredness affects something in such a bad way. Let's have a look. Are we not? Oh, we are literally on the line. If anything, we're slightly going the wrong way. So let's try and go on in. Yeah, that's wandering back in now. So let's get it exactly straight, make sure. Yeah, that's still on our side of the line. That's alright. Now I want to give a slight boundary between the two fields, because obviously it's not going to be grass forever. This is just grass for the first time that we do this. So right, let's try and get that right. Let's cut that across at that line. I don't know whether we should move those to that line of trees or whether we should leave them. I think we'll leave them. I like trees. Trees are our friends. Right, okay. Don't want a massive one though, just a little tiny demarcation line so that courseplay and everything and workers could always work out the fact that it is a different field. So I'd say there where we've made that mistake with the when I went around the edge of the field, I would say that's about perfect. Right. Okay, let's go. Getting a little bit close to our truck, but hey ho. I don't think I'm going to scrape his paintwork. Just, yeah, we're well out. You get a bus through the two of us. Good. You see, I did always say that there may well be use for this in time. Even if we've only used it once, it was better than hiring one. Because we'd already got, although actually from what we paid to repair this thing, 900 and something, I think I could have leased one about twice, a small one. But hey ho, let's not get, yeah, as Mr. CLP would say, ranty pants on. Let's not do that. I don't think there are many people who disagree about repair costs. Of course there are. Sometimes some content creators, Frithcar, would seem quite happy with the fact that worker wages had gone up when everybody was moaning about worker wages. I'm glad they put it back to a reasonable amount, because that, like repairs, was meaning that it was very difficult in the beginning of FS22 to actually make money. It was ridiculous. Now then, ooh, I can see that edge from here. Right, let's have a look. How's he doing? Surely he's nearly finished. Did I? Oh, I think this is probably my fault then. There's the course going the wrong way. Let's have a look at it. Starts. Ah, it does as well. So he totally ignored my start point, which it should have. It's hard to follow the lines. Surely that's right. Goes all the way around there. And then it would hit the very... no, that goes the third one, which is there. Then it would go all the way down there. And it should start at that point where I started it. So why is he totally... oh, you know, this is totally confusing, because he is actually going. But that doesn't make sense with the lines that Coursplay's got. Wow. You know, okay, let's grab the stayer. Let's at least, no, actually thinking about it, he is going to finish that eventually. We've got time. Let's grab the Deutz again. We'll go and grab the, no, don't want the Deutz. Actually, no, let's go John Deere. Yeah. It's slightly faster than the Deutz, and I do mean very slightly faster. Right, so we want the half pipe. We will just lug the tree and drop them in there as we have done every other time. About the only time we ever use the half pipe, because it's small. Excellent. Right, let's get going. Let's get those trees out. And this is going to be a shorter session, which makes a change for me, because normally on No Man's Land I usually do monster sessions, but this is more about preparation for this field so that we can cut the grass and hopefully employ... That's a point. Before we do this, actually there aren't many trees in here, thankfully. Let's just grab the stayer and see if Courseplay does, after all of our hard work, does recognise the course, as I'm hoping it should. Right, let's stick it on the edge. The Stave is a quiet tractor. I can hardly hear its engine. I switched it down a bit because I've got what I call Mr. Noisy, the Fiat Agri. Right, so then, let's see if you recognise this. We want to clear the current job, which was a saved course. And we want to create a job. Oh, now you've got two. Oh, of course, I didn't finish it. Ah, that's good though. And also I've gone over the edge there. Right, okay, so we need to go above the line, otherwise it's... Let's just say... Yeah, it doesn't recognise it's not a field, it's not been joined, has it? Now that, I might get away with that. Right, okay, that's... we can live with that, we can. Now, did I... Yeah, okay, you're not finished, boyo. That's silly old me. Didn't finish the field. Mind you, it still wouldn't have quite done it. I haven't quite got the lines right at the bottom. We may need to employ a little bit of landscaping. Hire some people to bring in some grass. Or we could be... yeah, we probably would consider that what we've actually done is lifted some of the grass that we ploughed through before we ploughed and moved the grass to that area. If only it was that easy. Right, so we need to fix that corner first, because it's okay on our side this end, but it's not from about where the truck is actually. So we need to, yeah, allow create fields. Oh, let's just check it. I haven't switched it off. Yeah, no, that's good. You did. Every time you drop the plough, you always have to do your create fields again. For those who didn't know. Right, in FS22. Right, so I should say about there. Did I just do allow create field? Oh, I did. I thought I had. I've clicked it again. Let's have a look. Where are we? Are we on the line? We are. We're on the line. So if we sort of parallel run that like so, edging out, yeah, we are still on the line. Let's edge out slightly and we'll fix that other line afterwards. I'm not worried about that right now. This is more about getting our to see. This is proof of concept, and it did sort of look like my proof of concept was working, because it did recognise, apart from the fact that I didn't finish the field, and also in places I'd gone over our field edge, so it's not going to recognise it as a field. That's the only trouble with the No Man's Land squares. You've got to get this quite right. Now then, I would say, looking at my line, it wants to be an entire line different. So what we'll do is we'll plough another line next to the first one so that we cross over the line. That makes any sense whatsoever to anybody else other than in my head. Right, so if we run parallel, we should pretty much, let's have a look. Yeah, we are on the line. So if anything, I want to be slightly edging outwards. We don't want to be going inwards. Now that looks... yeah, that looks right, actually. It does. Yeah, I don't think we're wandering too badly. No, why is it not showing the plough line? It's bizarre, it's not showing the plough line on the new plough line. Bizarre. Anyway, it should be on the inside of the line, because we're on the inside of the line. That's all that really matters. Definitely. No reason, I have no idea why it's not doing the plough line. Right, so we'll finish this field, which actually now means these lines are going to join pretty much as I thought I was short, but now, looking at that, yeah, I'm coming well in our field now. So we just need to join this line, and it should recognise this as a field. We'll just double check the plough line. Oh yes, absolutely. Fandabidorsy, as the crankers would say. And anybody who wasn't born in the 80s will have no clue on what I am talking about. yeah, set of British comedians that were, yeah, a man and a woman, although you didn't know she was a woman. Well, you did, but you know what I mean. Oh, now that's joined, so why are you... That's bizarre. Mind you, we know it wasn't actually showing that before. Let's see if Courseplay recognises the join. That's the most important thing. Create job. Ooh. Field position. Don't know. Doesn't seem to like that as a field, so why not? My line's perfectly on our side all the way down there. All the way down there it's on the line. Perfectly... Maybe that Courseplay is not as it used to be. Yeah, it's not going white field edge, is it? Yeah, target's not on the field. It's not recognising it. Mind you, actually a minute, I'm not on the field, am I? Oh, I am. Yeah, definitely. We are close to the field edge, though. Yeah, look, it's sort of joining the fields together. Yeah, my lines do intersect with this field. So I can understand why I'm confusing it. Hence, it's not even looking at the rest of that is joined. And it has actually finally realised that is joined. So we may need to do something. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I will fix that. One of the few times I am going to not show what I do. But what I'll do for now is the preparation where we shall grab the John Deere. And we shall at least get the field, the things like... Let's just check how we're doing on that. I would say we're nearly there. Yeah, perfect. Just finish this bit and then I'll go and do the trees and that's it. I'd never intended this to be a massive session. At least we've cut this. We'll windrow it next time and I'll try and fix the... No, I will show it. I will show to see if we can do it. We can see that it does recognise it because you can see the white line. But I've confused it because the field edge is too close to the original field. So I'm going to have to try and do something with that. Maybe I might need to shrink... That's a point, yeah. It's the... We've gone over with this field into that field almost. We're on the boundary. So I need to make that top line go quite a way away from that. I might need to also landscape over it on the bits I've gone wrong because it does take the ploughed edge as setting a field edge, so I'm confusing it by having two field edges there. I might need to go over and landscape all the wrong edges so that of course they can only see. The other thing is that line going up, mind you know it recognised that, it did, it had a white line there all the way up to that point there and then it started to go funny. So yes, I think we need to fix the bad bits, and I reckon it might work. It's definitely got a chance of it working. Right, let's put these. Let's go and repair this as well. Let's be dutiful. See how expensive the fence is, because it's an expensive tractor, so therefore repairs will be expensive, even though it's only 15%. So yeah, we'll correct that next time, because that's in itself working through that error. It's interesting, especially for those people who aren't. There are a lot of little knacks with Courseplay that you sometimes forget to tell people of, things that you only use once or twice in all of the times that you used Courseplay. So yes, sometimes when you're doing things like this. See what I mean? 653. That was much more palatable. Right, okay. Let's grab the John Deere. Let's finish this. Get the trees off at the very least. Right. Yeah, so we'll fix that. So I do think we're going to have to literally landscape what we've done so as when there's no confusion. I'll stick this right in the middle here. We'll run them all. Okay. You were just in the wrong place, my own. You really were. No harm, no foul. Right. Okay. just to be aware, if you go high enough that it loops over, that's it. That's the way. I did remember when I first used to do this, I used to always do that. If you go high and you're up, it will actually try and go over it. And it looks really cool, I always think. Let's go down to the bottom a bit more. Oh, that's only ooh. Very interesting. I seem to have 2 trees in this precise location. Did not expect that. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. I hate that when it goes wrong. Alright, brilliant. 2 for the price of 1 then. Is recognising. I thought it might be a non-entity tree, you know, those that look like a tree but don't actually do anything, but it is real. Now, it's weird, I was, a few sessions ago, when I was doing a bit of tree work, when I click on the tree, when the hand turns to a cursor, it's got it, but sometimes when you click with the gamepad, it doesn't always recognise it as... It has to go to the cursor to recognise it as a tree. Don't ask me why, because you do. I definitely click the button. Like now, if I click on it now it's changed to a cursor. Now it's actually got it, but sometimes you click on it and the hand and it doesn't actually change to the cursor. It still remains the hand. That's when it's not got it, but I have no idea why it doesn't. Just another weirdness of Farming Simulator 22. But then again, it was always a little bit the same really in FS19. Trees have always been a little bit of a weirdness. Right, okay, smash in. Yeah, like I pressed it, that's it. It took twice for me to get that one, even though I was clearly on it because I've got the hand symbol. I've no idea why it does it. But sometimes I think you've just got to press it twice and you haven't. It sometimes gets it first time. It's very random. No idea why. But then this is Farming Simulator. You just have to get used to quirks, don't you really? It is a fantastic game, and it's not perfect. Oh, come on. Seriously. Basic question. Yeah, I had to press that one twice to actually get it to recognise the fact that I was pressing it. Very, very strange. Lovely. Excellent. Right, so then. Ooh, yeah, you are definitely in our field. Definitely. Sorry. Hooray. It's about 1 in 3 times that the lumberjack mod works on the trees. You know, like in No Man's Land, it's usually it's something about the way that the trees are. I think that whether that's when Alien Jim does that, where you can chop all the trees down, it's made the trees sort of special. I'm not explaining it very well, but I know what I'm talking about. It does seem to be the lumberjack mod works on other maps perfectly all the time. It doesn't work on this map all the time. It's sort of like if you... Right, we just concentrate now. Ooh, yeah, it's a little tiny section in the middle. There's not as many on this though than you actually... What on earth is that patch there? Oh, I think it's just painted stone. That's alright then. Oh wow, there aren't many. I'm right. There's a couple up top. Also seems if you go too low. Yeah, look, now that's it. It allows you to cut it as if it's a tree bottom just by cutting, which obviously the lumberjack mod goes red when you can chop it and actually keep your finger on the trigger to get rid of it as but on an Alien Gyms map, this map, why have I not got a trigger? Yeah, on Alien Gyms you can actually do that just by cutting, is my point, which you can't do that normally. It won't do that, but it does on Alien Gyms, because of the fact that you can chop those billboards down and basically they just completely go. So it's special, something special. The way he's done his trees is my point. Right. Let's go slightly up. May get. Yay. So it could be positioning as well. It's hard when you've got a bush. Let's cut all these first. Get them all ready. That's a bigger one. Much bigger. Again. A bit lower. Now that was 3 out of 3. Ah, something under the ground. Yeah, all because I think I was a little higher. At least I know what to look for now. As long as it stays a hand, you've not got it. Right. Fantastic. Ooh, have a bit of... first time that one. Smash in. Right. And there was one more. It's hard to see in the long grass. All my life. Ah. Oh. Ah, this is the big one. Oh, no, I can still carry it. I think so. 126 kilograms. Yeah, I'm not so sure that I could carry that really, but it's very kind of Giants to allow me a little bit of leeway on that. Wow, that is a long one. Gordon Bennett. Right. Many more, thankfully, to do. Any down there? I don't think so. We'll have a wonder, because sometimes it doesn't always render them, does it, as you're looking a long way away. I think this is the only one up here. Just fantastic. Oh, I love the sunlight on this. It's absolutely brilliant. This should be about right. Oh, no, it's a bit low. Oh, no, it did do it. Fantastic. Oh, is that in our big edge? Go and have a look. We will investigate. Shall. Got to get this all done. It's the entire point of this preparation. Right. No, that's on that side. Yeah, they're all on the good side of the line. That's fine. Let's just have a wander down. We should leave this session by just selling these at the store, now that I know how to sell them and where. Yeah, that is it. Fantastic. So that's all of the trees. There weren't many, were there? About 10, 11. Not bad. That word I remembered a few minutes ago. Cruise control. Yeah, I'd forgotten it again. Yes. Let's engage cruise control and go sell a bit of wood, and that is where we're going to leave it. Well, a lot of preparations done. Absolutely amazing. First field is also, yeah, we need to get that windrowed and windrowed and baled next time, whilst we start to, well, hopefully once we've fixed the issue with the new field, and we do recognise that Courseplay is recognised it in places, so yeah, it's given us hope that what I'm trying to do is achievable, which is good. Now, last time we had a pile like this, it was about £1,000. The only bad thing is that ultra long one is, yeah, we're going to need to chop that down a little bit, I think, because that's going to be, it's going to punish us for it being that long, and we'll get less than if we chopped it into 2 pieces. So, yeah, which just seems very harsh when I've got a very nice long tree. But game mechanics are unforgiving, as we know. They are what they are. It is nice sometimes to be able to bend them to your will occasionally when they do. It's sort of payback for all the times that game mechanics don't work. Right, so if we hang that over the edge and chop it. Like there. Ooh, if we can get it. We can, yeah. Okay, where have you fallen? Huh? Oh my life, you disappeared it. Did that sell? And I missed it or something silly? Wow. Yeah, it's about what I got last time, really. And probably for pretty much the same amount, so... Right, let's stick the hard pipe in this corner where it's never going to be in the way. Ready for the next time we need its very useful ability as a wood carrier. Oh no, that's going to be in the way. It is definitely in the way. Let's stick it over here. Smashing. And that is where we're going to leave it. So we have started preparations on the new field. We have mowed the first grass field, and we will windrow and bale it next time, and I will try and rectify that the other one. Yeah, I've got a few minutes. Do you know, I'm not. Let's do it now. Let's do that particular bit right now, the fixing of it, I mean. Yeah, I do like to show everything. I've always said that, and people can always switch off if it gets too much, because I do realise it is sometimes. Right, landscaping, or just painting. I'll be happy with just painting grass. We need to make it bigger, which is that one more I should say. Now that's interesting. Does it still charge you 2 for a bigger square? Let's have a look. Oh, that cost charge me nothing. Okay, so painting's free then. I mean, I know there is a mod. I did used to have it, but I haven't got it on anymore. But it does say it cost me 2, so why is it not? Have I got another mod to do with landscaping on at the minute? Or have I accidentally clicked the free one on again? It's possible. When I moved the game, I might have done that, because I do like this to cost me. I do. I like it to be as it should be. Right. This will at least not confuse Courseplay doing this, which is the whole idea of this. Could have a quick look in the stamer as well. Right. Right, so then, I want to get rid of the double line. And also, the line. I know I've got to be careful, I want to get rid of all of our grass that we've done. Be careful as well not to erase, because it joins into one in a minute, so let's make it smaller. going to end up losing grass off the original field. Something that's... yeah, now this needs doing anyway, because this is the bit where it goes totally off onto the original field. It's still classed as the field edge on that, so if we do that, it's up to about the truck where it goes wrong. So if we quickly grab the Deutz, just at least try to fix this. I would like I'd love to leave it at that point where we've just fixed that issue. Let's just try taking the line up a little. Smash it. Okay, let's jump into the... now I know it's not going to recognise it, but it might recognise parts of it. Imagine we are right near the Deutz, so let's grab that. Allow create fields. Right, so that should now be completely right. We've fixed the second line, and this line is in our field edge. We know that, and it's unbroken. That's important too. We now need to create a line that's slightly in our field, because I've gone over on the other field. We want to de-blur the lines in Course Play's playbook. So, by the truck is where we need to do this. Run a new ploughed edge away from the edge of the original field, and hopefully, let's have a look as well how far out we need to be. Might be able to use the stayer as a point of reference on the map. Let's have a look. Just this side, I should say. Yeah, actually the stayer is even at the back of the stayer. Let's move the stayer forwards. Let's assist ourselves, because he actually, the back of him is in the old field, even though obviously it doesn't look like he is because of the field boundaries. So if we stick him, let's try that. Now, yeah, now his rear mower. In fact, yeah, let's go back a little. We don't want to be losing field. That's about right. Let's aim for right behind the stayer, and then we are completely in the new field. I'm giving it maximum chance. We're slightly over though. Actually, yeah, no, to join these lines. So, no, I think I just did. Yeah. Oh no, I'm still on the loud create field. It's brilliant. So let's aim for the back of the stayer. That line is still a solid line, no misses, so should just about manage to do this. And it should be an unbroken line. We should go drop into the stayer and see if we have managed to achieve our goal. Okie dokie, let's have a look on the screen. Yes, ooh, yes, I like that. Definitely. Ah, now that sometimes, yeah, I've always said that. It does throw course play out if you have another vehicle on the field. That wasn't helping either. So let's move that obstacle, otherwise known as our pickup, we very rarely use, because unlike in the normal game, we don't run up and down to the original field. So this has been a bit of a red herring for us. Not needed it very much, but we have made use a couple of times. I'm not selling it. You never know. Things can change. The things that you do can change as well. So, right. Let's have a look then. Let's go to the. Now we're still slightly. How weird. Let's go well into the field edge. So it still looks like we're back in the other field on that one. Is it because I zoomed out? Yeah, it is, I think. Right, okay, so create job. Now then, will it recognise this as a field now? No, it's not got the white borders. Why not? Target is not on a field. target is definitely on a field now. If we do this as a no, it's not recognising it. Right, okay, so that trick doesn't work anymore. It really doesn't. Okay, or at present it doesn't anyway. Right, not a problem. We'll just go old school, and I'll get the. I'm not going to go with the Deutz. I'll go with the expensive, the big fence. I suppose I could use a staver. There's very little in it, but the butterfly is slightly bigger. How would a standard worker work? That is the question. Sometimes this is where the standard worker can come in, because it may recognise the field edges. Let's just do a test. No difference. So this is me, and me. Right, we'll do that. It's not a problem. I did consider that. I know the very first time I did the other field, we had exactly the same thing. Obviously Courseplay wasn't even around when we did that first time, so I couldn't give it a chance to try, but that should have worked. Old Courseplay would have seen that as a field edge, although no, there's no blurring now, and it's a complete unbroken line, and it is within our field, unless it's because I've pierced the field up there. Let's be thorough. Let's just make me super speedy for a minute. Oh no, wrong way. Okay, although I didn't need to do that, did I, for this, actually, thinking about it. I could have just gone. It's that bit there where it juts out. I think that's piercing the two things. I'm not saying it has anything to do with it, it may not, but yeah, it's grass. That was the only place I could see that it did anything like that at all. Ooh, maybe that as well. Smashing. Right, okay, I think that's it. Let's go back to the stayer. No, I don't do this very often, but for once, let's just stick him in and see what it says. I'm not expecting results. I seriously think it's just one of those things. I'm going to have to do it manually, but you'd be silly not to have a go, wouldn't you, really? No, still not on a field. Yeah, target is not on a field. Is fairly okie doke then. So we know this is. Ooh, forgetting about the super speed on. Let me just knock that back to normal. Ooh, I've got a tractor running. What am I leaving running? I thought I'd switch the staver off. Right. So next session we shall get Courseplay to do this field that it does recognise, and we will have the hard slog of we may as well use this. No, actually not. The stayer is so expensive in repair costs, and it's slightly smaller, so I've just shut that down and now I need to start it again. Yeah, we will use the big fence. We'll cut that grass, bale it and windrow it. Oh, sorry, actually the other way around. We windrow it first and then bale it. We can't bale it after windrowing. Or we can't windrow after baling, should I say. Yes, we shall make it easy on ourselves. Now we've got the swadrow. We shall literally windrow this. Not like the first time where I literally did the entire field with the balers. Yeah, that was fun. But we did it. We had to do it and we did it. Anyway, no more waffling from me. Preparations are all done. We've done our absolute utmost to see if the old trick with Courseplay worked, and unfortunately it doesn't. And I don't think this time it is anything to do with it piercing the field edge. I think that we're okay. If I was going to be really particular, I'd say that perhaps I'm on the edge of the left hand side of 48, 49. So the right hand side, I think we are well within. But I still don't think it's got anything to do with it. We're not gone over the edge at all now. So yeah, I think we've done as well as we can. It's a nice field size, though. I'm going to say that. And also, unlike our other two fields, I've always said this: the brown line at the bottom of the map, that is the boundary of the field. We lose a good say 12-15 foot of our field because we hit the boundary. So we actually, not only that, we also have to come within the boundary by at least another 6 or 7 foot, otherwise we keep hitting the edge. So we actually losing about 18 to 20 foot, I should guesstimate, off the bottom. These squares we don't lose anything because we are in the, that's obviously, I always said that that's the only disadvantage to going with this line of fields, but I take that because field 57 is so flat and brilliant. So yeah, but yeah, we are in a better position. We've obviously lost the top because of the forest and the white rocks, but we'll make use of that one way or another. So yeah, I'm chuffed with our progress, and that is where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you continue with me on this exciting journey. It is getting to an exciting spot again, definitely a bit more growth. I'm loving this. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.